Hey everyone, welcome to our 4th edition of our Batman reviews, and today we are going to be reviewing Batman and Robin. So let's talk!
It all comes together.
We're going to need a bigger cave.
Batman and Robin.
Alright, so Batman and Robin came out on June 20th, 1997, and it again was directed by Joel Schumacher. And if you thought Batman Forever dove off the cliff, well, you haven't seen anything yet. So Matt, what did you think of Batman and Robin?
Apparently you can't be hot in that movie because there is a lot of ice puns.
Oh my god.
Alright everyone, chill.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's script, I don't think had any other dialogue unless it had the word freezer ice in it.
Yeah, no,
So-
not the best movie of the Batman.
Quick question, what killed the dinosaurs?
The Ice Age. Yeah, no, not a great movie. I saw this one as a kid also, but I always preferred Batman Forever. It's by far the superior movie of the two Joel Schumachers. You would think with Arnold Schwarzenegger, George Clooney,
Uma Thurman,
like, how is it bad? But they found a way. They did it.
Well, this is just a
They did
glorified.
something.
This
Yeah.
is just a glorified ad for toys. I mean, they changed their suits in this movie twice. You know, the world's being frozen, or Gotham City's being frozen, and they have enough time to get these new bat suits tailored with their bat nipples, and
And the Bat credit card, don't forget.
yeah, you never leave home without it.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's really just one big commercial, like you said. It is, again, geared towards kids, but...
Even the CGI is just so much worse. Every time Mr. Freeze's ice gun is shot, it's just like, oh my god. It looks like a PlayStation 1 graphics put on screen.
You know what really stands out to me? The scene where they're in Mr. Freeze's
Ice
lair.
Which no one can find, but it's a giant snowman with giant lights and music playing at all times. But where's Mr. Freeze? I don't know. It's definitely not the snowman head, though.
Yeah, that scene when they're inside and all his henchmen are on rollerblades or ice skates.
It's definitely ice skates.
Yeah,
I know
ice
this movie.
skates, yeah. That was like, it looked like a play almost.
Yeah,
You know?
they're all singing. I'm Mr. White Christmas. I'm Mr. Snow.
Yeah.
But we gotta be thankful for one thing for this movie. Let's not forget that this movie led to 8 years later, Christopher Nolan's Batman Begins. So, sometimes they say it's darkest before the dawn. So,
A wise man once said.
Yeah, and I said it too. And you know what? It was still fun to watch somehow.
I mean, yeah, if you have nothing else to do and you just want to hang around with your friends and laugh at something and just go for the ride, it's like, I'd rather watch this than other movies, like a handful of other movies, but this is not something that's in my rotation of Batman movies. I will watch Batman Forever probably once a year. This is like every 2 to 3 years for me. Because you come back to it and you're like, was it that bad? Yeah, it's that bad.
Yeah, I took a 15-year hiatus until yesterday on this movie, and let me just tell you, I think there'll be another 15-year hiatus, God willing, because I don't want to ever watch this again, or at least I'm hoping I get to that point where it's like, oh, was it that bad? And then I have to remind myself, Jesus Christ.
And it's still, you still gotta ask yourself the question, like, Bane, Poison Ivy,
Great character. Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze. Yeah, how? How is it bad? But
No.
they did it. They made it bad somehow.
Yeah, but this is more like, I know people want to blame Joel Schumacher, and, a lot of blame maybe deservingly so, but let's not forget that this is studio interference at its finest. They wanted to sell toys, and then they did because I had the Batmobile, and
I still have some of mine.
so, it worked on a very impressionable 6-year-old back in 1997, so...
Mission accomplished, I guess. I mean, again, nostalgia goggles, but this one not so much. Batman Forever, that you can go back to. This is tough. If you've never seen it, I mean, watch it once just to say you did, but this is not something that you're probably going to want to go back to.
Well, Matt, final score on Batman and Robin as far as the film goes.
I'm going to go 3.5.
Alright, well, you know what? That brings it to me, and unfortunately I'm going to give this a 2 out of 10. It is still fun to watch, but I don't want to watch it. So, unfortunately, it's going to be a 2 out of 10 for me. Watch Batman Forever, skip this one, and just know that Batman Begins is right there on the shelf to go next.
Alright, so we do have some positive things to say about Batman and Robin. The 4K was good.
Yeah.
So it looked really good visually and sounded good, but, it's still Batman and Robin. So.
I know. You take that what you can.
Yeah, same as all the others. Your Steelbook, you got your inside artwork, digital copy, and your 4K, no Blu-ray here. That's it. You got Batman and Robin on the back. No Batgirl, which is fine because I didn't really like that addition to the cast.
Alicia Silverstone was not her best performance, but from what I've heard from stories, not her fault. So, again, that's unfortunate. But after my 15-year hiatus, I watched this on 4K last night. And yeah, as Matt said, looked great, sounded great, just terrible to watch. But, other than that...
It is the best way to see this bad movie.
Or, as always, you can just watch it on HBO Max. And anyway, as always, thanks for joining us here on another edition of Let's Talk. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and tell all your friends.